Okay, hello guys, hope you guys are doing great and hope you guys are doing amazing. Okay, yeah, so today's video we're going to talk about the recent swing bullish trade we had on BTCUSDT that we had about 13 hour trade breakdown. So I'm going to talk about the trade. I've actually posted the analysis on my TradingView platform, as you can see, but it seems a lot of people didn't actually saw the post. So I'm going to do a video breakdown on the trade, and my hope for this video is that you're going to learn one or two things that will help to improve your trading. Okay, because I'm going to go straight step by step on how the trade was executed. It took about a month and 1 week for us to achieve the full target. Everything is on the chart. I'm going to show you guys everything step by step. Okay, so let's go to the chart right now. First of all, let me open up the analysis so I can be able to read through it as we go through the chart and all of that. Okay, so yeah, so this was the trade, and it was actually a combination of smart money concept and harmonics. Okay, so harmonic patterns was harmonic pattern acts as like a vehicle, while the smart money acts like a fuel for this strategy that we use. Okay, so I trade harmonics with a combination of smart money concept for a precise and clear entry and high risk to reward. Okay, so let's go straight to the point. First of all, we analyze the trade based on what key level. Okay, and harmonic patterns aligning with key level and then entry. So we started with the weekly time frame. So price was reacting to a weekly fair value gap and had filled the imbalance. Okay, so let's go to the chart and let me show you guys what I mean by that. Okay, so this is BTC right now, and okay, so this is BTC, and from what you can see here, this is BTC charts. Okay, so price came to fill this imbalance. This is inefficiency. Okay, price came to fill this inefficiency here on BTC. Okay, as you can see, so that was what this explanation is talking about. Okay, so price was reacting to a weekly fair value gap and had filled the imbalance, as you can see here. Okay, so setup, strategy confirmation. Okay, so just because price hits a key level doesn't mean we jump in to buy or sell. So there must be a confirmed harmonic pattern that aligns with that particular key level for us to look for entry, either to buy or to sell. Okay, so the first thing was to identify the key level, which we have identified that price have actually filled this inefficiency here. That was the first thing. And the second thing is to check if there is any harmonic pattern that is in alignment with that particular key level. Okay, so now we are able to identify on the daily chart, we identify a valid bullish deep crab pattern. The B point was 0.886 of Fibonacci retracement level, and the PRZ, which is the potential reversal zone, where all the measurements converge and gives us indication for reversal. We had 1.618 Fibonacci extension at that level. Okay, so that this measurement falls within the measurement of a deep crab. So let's go to the chart right now. Let me show you guys the example. So go to the daily chart. On the daily chart, and we're able to see the pattern. Okay, so remember that this is inefficiency on the weekly time frame. Okay, and also remember that there is no sweep here. There is no sweep. So there is no sweep of the low here and a break of structure to the upside. So we'll be waiting for demand supply to demand flip entry model or shift in market order flow extra confirmation for this buy, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second. So we use our Fibonacci retracement tool from this point to this point. Okay, and we found out that this retracement comes within what 0.886. You can see that 0.886, this retracement here. Okay, and the D point, which is the potential reversal zone, falls within what 1.618. Are you seeing how everything is piecing together right now? And it's very clear. Okay, everything is like a movie. You are seeing it reality. Nothing is not guesswork. You see how everything is coming together right now. So when you see people making this kind of profits on the chart, it's not gambling, it's not fake, it's knowledge. At that 0.886, we got that retracement. A clear rejection. Another clear rejection at what? This imbalance. And you can see how key level harmonic patterns aligns with each other. It's like two friends that are inseparable. When you have a key level and then you have a harmonic pattern that aligns with that key level, it becomes automatically a high probability setup. Okay, so now we use our SABCD tool because we have so much noise, so much movement, so much candles. We use the SABCD tool to enclose that particular area, so we can be able to have an area of focus. You can as well use the measurement of the SABCD tool, but I don't use the measurement. I use the Fibonacci retracement tool and extension tool to take the measurement. Okay, so if you go down to the 4-hour time frame, we can begin to see things clearly. Okay, so now you can see how that retracement was. Okay, and you can see how we aggressively rejected that level and then pushed all the way up, and then price came back into this level. Okay, so as always, it's always good to group your setup. Okay, make sure you group your setup, put them in a group on TradingView and lock it up so that your chart can always be clean and neat. You can see your chart will always be clean and neat. Always keep it clean and neat. Okay, very important. So right now we have identified a harmonic pattern that is in alignment with that key level. Okay, and then the pattern has completed, right? So let's go to the analysis. Entry strategy, 15 minutes chart. Okay, so we zoom into the 15 minute chart for smart money concept based entry. So we waited for supply to demand flip entry model for us to take the trade. So let me show you guys that in a second. Okay, so let's go to the 15 minutes time frame right now. So you can see how everything is clear, everything is just simple, very clear and simple. Identify a key level. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be able to understand how to mark out key level. Okay, and then you'll be able to identify a key level. Then you now check if there's a harmonic pattern that is in alignment with that key level. If there's a harmonic pattern alignment with that key level, you take the measurement to know if actually the pattern is valid. And after that, what else? You wait for what? Entry. Okay, so what is that supply to demand flip entry confirmation we're talking about? So we wait for shift in market order flow. Remember that we had a break of structure here. Okay, remember that we had a break of structure there. We also had what? Another break of structure here again. Okay, follow me on this. Very important to follow me on this right now. This is where those sniper entry, this is how you can be able to catch them. Okay, and then we have what? The first shift in market order flow. That is the first shift in character. We'll call it a change of character. Okay, so that is the first shift in market order flow. So now this is the origin that caused that shift in market order flow. Okay, now the longer price takes to come to this level, the more we have to wait for another shift whenever price return to this level. I'm going to explain that in a second. Okay, so let me extend this to the other side so that you'll be able to see that clearly. Now this is a level of demand. Price is going to react from a level of supply, which we don't know. It can react from anywhere. It can decide to react from this level of supply and then come back into this level of demand for a continuous buy to the upside. But that was not what happened. Okay, so when price came back after this shift in market order flow, price came back, but it couldn't tap into this level of supply. That is common within BTC. That's how BTC behaves sometimes. Okay, and it moves all the way up. It started pushing all the way up. So at this point in time, we had another break of structure again, meaning that order flow have shifted from bearish to bullish. Okay, so all you have to now do is to go down to the higher time frame to start to look at for what is going on here, right? Now, like I said before, the longer price takes to come back into this level of supply, the more we have to wait for another shift in market order flow whenever price returns back to this supply level. So price eventually, after so much break of structure, return back into this supply level. Remember that our 1.618 is still in check, and then for the stop loss level it is 2.0 for the deep crab, okay? And for the take profit levels, we're looking at for 0.382, 0.618 and 0.786 of A to D. So you can see that the pattern incorporates risk management, it incorporates level of stop loss, it also incorporates level of take profit level, okay? Are you learning something from this video right now? Good. That is, you know, a lot of people on this platform, on TikTok and all that, they just create lifestyle kind of content, but personally I just choose to share knowledge. That is my own niche, sharing information, helping people to understand how to trade the financial markets and how to interpret charts confidently. That is my own area of specialization, okay? So let's go straight to the point, right? So when price came back into this level of supply, we have to wait for another shift in market order flow, because it took time before coming back into this level of supply. And within that period of time, it was making higher highs, higher low, it was making lower low, lower highs, okay? So what happened? We have to go down to the lower 15 minutes time frame again. Now for this time, we have to now wait for another shift in market order flow, okay? So when price came back here, so what we have to now do is to wait for another shift in market order flow. And how did that happen? We had a break of structure here. Just follow me closely. Follow me closely. We had a break of structure here. I just hope you guys can see my screen clearly. And we had a break of structure there. And after that, what happened? We had shift, the first shift in market order flow, which is change in character, okay? Beautiful. And this is actually the level of supply that caused this shift in market order flow, okay? So all we have to wait for is to see price reacting from a level of supply. It could be anywhere. That is why we don't predict. We just have to allow price to react from any level of supply. Since you are looking to buy, we allow price to react from any level of supply as it deems fit, okay? And then price will do what? Will come back into this level of demand that actually caused that shift in market order flow. Is it making sense? Is it reasonable? Is it reasonable? Is it logical? It's logical, right? It's making sense, okay? So now this is where you can confidently place your entry with this confirmation, and you can see bullish move, meaning that price is ready to do what? To push up. Now you are not going to have, that's why if you combine harmonics with smart money concept, you can be able to have precise entry with high risk to reward, so that whenever you make profits, you make more, and whenever you take loss, you take small loss, right? It is not a holy grail. It doesn't mean we don't hit SL, but what it means is that whenever we are hitting TP is to the moon, and whenever you are taking a loss, is very minimum, very small. So now, instead of putting your stop loss at 2.0 of the deep crab, you cannot be able to size your stop loss very small, okay? Good. Now you can see that the stop loss, you could place it below this level of supply. It is very safe. Now as price begins to go up, we now use the deep crab stop loss and target. The deep crab stop loss and target. The targets are 0.382. I'm going to show you guys that in a minute now. The stop loss, the take profit levels are 0.382, 0.618 and 0.786. okay? I hope you guys are gaining value from this video. Please watch this video, find a quiet place and watch this video again. You see this massive move on BTC, it was not just out of magic or anything. It was a calculated. You need to understand the people that you are up against, all right? Retail traders need to understand that the market makers, the smart money, they are here to make money. They are here to make money. They don't care about you. So they have access to information, they have access to tools, they have access to models, to models, to software, to so many things that you don't have access to. So you need to be able to equip yourself with knowledge that you can be able to be profitable in this market. The two things you need is knowledge and patience, because there were so many weeks we didn't do anything on BTC. It was consolidating, nothing. You see here, there were so many weeks that for the 2 weeks, nothing. So these are waiting time. These are waiting times. So you need knowledge, you need patience, and this is what you can get. If you have come across this video by chance, I hope I've helped you. Okay, so now let's look at the target levels for this deep crab. Deep crab is one of the harmonic patterns we have. Okay, we have other harmonic patterns. Okay, so these are the targets. Hope you guys can see my screen clearly. So we have full target here. Of course, I beg your pardon, the stop loss was not here. The stop loss was very tight, 13R there. So then we have other trades. If you keep watching my videos on this channel, on this page, you will be able to see pattern, you'll be able to see repetition, because I have trade on GDP-NZD, I have trade on AUD-NZD, I have trades. So I'll be doing videos like this so you can be able to learn, because you may not be able to learn it from one video. So if you watch other analysis from other pairs, even on synthetics as well, so as you watch videos like this, you'll be able to understand how everything flows. So this first video might actually be overwhelming to you, but if you stick around the channel or the page, you'll be able to understand that this is how things flow here. And if you want to take things to the other level, you can as well join the community to have a broader understanding of how all of this plays out. Okay, so that was how we'll be able to achieve this full target on BTC. That was how. So remember, I told you guys that always keep your chart clean. Okay, so as you've done, all you have to do is to lock up or push everything, put them in a group, and then lock it up, and then you can be able to have a very clean chart. Always keep your chart clean, very important. I hope you have learned something from this BTC trade analysis and trade review. So if this video helped you, you know what to do. Share the video to other people. Okay, stick around the channel or the page and learn more from me. So this is Henry the Great FX. Love you guys, and I wish you guys all the best. And then bye for now, guys, and have a wonderful